Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gelaene. If you're new here, welcome. Today's video is going to be a bit of a chatty kind of mukbang situation. I got banana blossom and I'm so excited to eat this. I can't even believe how delicious that looks. Look at it. Like, what the hell? I've never had banana blossom in my life. So, like, can we just... I got the teriyaki Soho bowl, which is, I believe, like a rice bowl with some chicken, wasabi, what is it? Like wasabi lime mayonnaise. Wasabi lime mayonnaise. Oh, and what are these? Edamame beans. And there's nori in here too. Like, what do you actually mean? I can't believe I've never had this before. It's about to be my new obsession. I thought while I have my lunch and chat with you guys, I would talk about personal branding, because I feel like as a content creator, personal branding is such an important element of creating content. It's obviously a big part of how you present yourself. A lot of things come back to that. We often think of personal branding for businesses, like in marketing, but when you apply it to creating content, if this is something that you want to grow within, like within the industry, and if you want to stand out of the crowd, essentially, you're going to want to focus on your personal brand and build that and really keep coming back to that to make sure there's consistency across your channels and consistency across how you present yourself as a person. It's a lot deeper than surface level, like what you look like on the outside. It definitely comes down to within as well, so I'm really excited to chat about this. If you're new here, my name is Gelaene. I'm a content creator and a marketing girly in her last semester of university. I've been studying marketing now for 3 years, and I've been working as a content creator for the past probably 6 years now, and I've noticed a massive difference in like brands wanting to work with me as soon as I started implementing some of the marketing techniques I've been learning in uni. So I thought I would share them with you because I don't want to gatekeep, and also I just think it's important nowadays, since there are so many people becoming content creators and they're almost copy pasting what other people are doing because they think that they're supposed to do that in order to succeed. But I'm here to tell you it's far from the truth. If you're going to look like everyone else, no one's going to be able to recognize you, honey. So let's get into this meal, and then I'll give you guys my tips on personal branding. And I'm going to give them to you in a list form, which I believe you should do like in order. Okay? First, let me get into this. Please don't even start. I'm immediately addicted. Why has this been all my life? Let me get some edamame beans up in here. Oh. Thumbnail. I'm so happy right now. The chicken. Oh my god. You'll have to ignore some of the noises and things going on. I'm parked up in a car park because there's no one around here right now, and it's great lighting. And this is where I got my banana blossom. Okay, let's get into it. So I've got all my tips on here. Like, it's like a step-by-step guide basically. So let's just call this your guide to personal branding for content creators and anyone in the creative industry, really. Models, singers, anything. If you're unfamiliar with a personal brand, your personal brand is your online and your offline identity. It's basically what you're known for and what other people think of when they think of you. So this video is for you if you are a content creator and you're wanting to attract aligned followers and stand out of the crowd of other content creators. You want to be different, you want to be unique, you want to be the account to follow, you know what I mean? Hashtag health. I just messed this all over my car. No, I literally just messed this all over my car. I'm gonna take a short intermission. stuff. Okay, so I have 8 steps for you to curate your unique personal brand online and offline. So step 1 is to know yourself, like know who you are, figure out what you stand for, figure out what's important to you, what you value, what you're good at, what you want to achieve, and really portray that in an authentic way. And embrace change. Like, life ebbs and flows. Sometimes you're ebbing, sometimes you're flowing, and I like to share both sides of things. But things like your career, your priorities in life, relationships, family, lifestyle, all of those things are probably inevitably going to change throughout the course of your life, and embrace it. Don't feel that you need to stick to a certain way online just because that's the way you've been portraying yourself. For a really long time, I did wellness content. I love fashion and I wanted to share outfits and I wanted to share my personal style because that was my way of creatively expressing myself. But I felt like I was a little bit in a box of wellness because that's what I built my entire account on. I do love wellness. It is definitely a part of my life, but I didn't feel that I was the wellness girl. Like, I didn't feel like I was the one to come to. So I pivoted my content and I started to share more of like literally who I am. Fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. So I wanted to share my life, and that is all a part of my life. And of course, wellness is still a little tiny slither of that. You just have to be okay with like changing your content along the way because your life changes, and it's really cool to see the growth and the evolution of you within your content. I think a lot of people appreciate seeing that as well. Step 2, what do you have to say? Be clear on your unique value proposition. Why people want to listen to you, why people want to tune in to you. What do you have to say that is tune in worthy? I love following authentic and honest creators who are vocal, who just say what they want to say without bullshitting. I don't like it when creators feel they need to justify what they're saying, but just say what you gotta say. Just say what you gotta say. Be honest, be authentic, be true to yourself. There's no need to apologize for it or just like put disclaimers on it. Just say what you want to say and be done with it. Like, learn how to drive your own voice and your own ideas. Be confident in them, and whoever doesn't align with that can absolutely just get lost. We don't need that in our lives. Like, we just want people who aligned with us, and they don't have to believe everything that you believe in, but they need to be respectful of you as well. It goes both ways. Okay, step number 3 is fine-tune your expertise. So what is it that you're kind of specializing in? What is your niche? What is it that you're offering? For example, if it's fashion or makeup, like, really fine-tune your offering. Building authority and trust comes from your specialization. It comes from you talking about the thing that you post and having knowledge on it. It's gonna be why someone chooses to follow you over someone else who doesn't really know what they're talking about or doesn't even talk about the topic. Because in the end, this is a value exchange, right? It's an exchange of value. So people want something from you. Everyone always wants something from you. They're following you for a reason. And nowadays, now that everyone's sort of creating content, people are being a little bit more strategic with who they follow, and they're looking at what do they actually get from this creator. Like, what am I actually getting from you? Should I keep following you, or are you wasting my time? Like, having firstly a unique value proposition and also being knowledgeable on that value proposition. There's no harm in getting to know more about what you do and what you love. Actually, you want to be known as the go-to person for that within your niche, and like, that is literally why someone would follow you over someone else. Step number 4 is to add value. But to add value, you need to know your please, can you get it together? But to add value, you need to know your target audience. Like, who exactly are you wanting to provide value for? Because that way you can do it in the most seamless way. So to get to know your target audience, you want to get to know their needs, something they're not getting from someone else, kind of thing. Remember, the goal is to be unique. You want to have a unique value proposition. You want to have a unique personal brand. You don't want to be a copy paste. You don't want to be like everyone else. Just because there's someone succeeding at something doesn't mean you have to do it too. If you want to do something similar, make it your own. That's the whole point. And if you want to connect with your target audience, have a really strong personal narrative that you share online, like your story, your why. Leverage that, because people can relate to you. They want to be able to see themselves maybe in your content, maybe within yourself, and they then develop a deeper emotional connection to you, and they will engage because of that. They will engage more when they feel that they firstly know you better, but also can relate to you. And most importantly, you want to say it in a way that your audience will best receive it. So this is where positioning comes into play. Like, where do you want to position yourself in front of your target audience? How do you want to position yourself in front of your target audience? Like, who exactly are you targeting, right? And how can you best reach them? This is quite possibly the best thing I've ever eaten in my life. Number 4, you want to build your network. There's a quote I want to read to you guys by Jean-Louise Gassi, and it says, "Advertising is saying you're good. PR is getting someone else to say you're good." And I really love that, because building your personal brand is not just about what you say about yourself. It's also what other people say about you. It's mostly what other people say about you. You obviously can just change the narrative with PR, but also having people in your corner who are also creators. So engage with other people in your industry, go to events, message people to connect with them and go for coffee. Like, really develop strong relationships within the industry, because remember, you have an audience, but they also have an audience. And if you can collaborate and mix your two audiences together, if obviously the niches align or target market is aligned with yours, then you can go so much further. Like, your brand goes so much further because you have someone else in your corner advocating for you. And not just that, but more people are seeing your content and getting to know you. Along the same lines, like, support other creators. You know, like, they're going to support you back, hopefully. Like, you know what it takes to become a content creator. You know what it takes to put in the work and the effort. You know, it's not just taking pretty photos. And so you know what it takes for other people to also create content. So, you know, share some love, like, comment, share, tell your friends about them. From step 6 is where it gets kind of fun, because this is where you want to start elevating your profile, right? So you've built the foundations of your personal brand. You know exactly who you are, you know what you want to say. You have knowledge on the industry, on your unique value proposition. You position yourself in front of your target audience where they are most likely to want to engage with you. So step 6 is to PR yourself. Yes, you heard that right. When we think about PR, we think about businesses, and essentially PR is just kind of like press. It's getting people to know about you, to talk about you in a positive way, like getting your name out there kind of thing. So yeah, why don't we do the same thing for our own personal brand? Why can't we PR our own selves to get more people to know about us and talk about us in a positive way? I feel like PRing yourself establishes and reinforces your reputation. I hate this so much right now. So I feel like some ways that you can PR yourself is to just celebrate your small wins. Like, get online and celebrate when you have a small win, because that does put you on the map a little bit. High key, the smallest thing, if you're just being like, oh my gosh, I did this, oh my gosh, I got that, like, people actually kind of want to see that. They might have been following you for a while, but then as soon as you post that, they firstly probably want to engage and be like, congratulations, or wow, that's so exciting. But it just puts you at the forefront of their mind again. It's not just everyday content coming through, it's like something's happened, and it can be literally the smallest thing. Also, getting in front of other people's audiences, like I said, collaborating with other creators. What that does is, like, the crossover of the audiences again is huge for growing. People love watching multiple people together. I don't know why, but people really enjoy, like, when they have all these creators that they follow, and then those creators, like, get together and create content. Like, people love that. So, oh, not again. Oh, I'm scared of birds. So yeah, really leverage that. You know, if you have any creative friends, get together with them, create content together. It really goes hard. Also, if you know anyone or you know of any podcasts that are aligned with your personal brand, that you think their audience would be interested in your content, you can pitch yourself to podcasters and get yourself on a podcast, be able to talk about yourself. Yeah, literally PR yourself. Step number 7 is to lean into failures. I know, the big F word. No one likes to think about failing, but they are a great stepping stone for moving forward in the right direction if you are leaning into them, if you're leaning forward, if you're like falling forward. Is that what they say? But yeah, if you're leaning into your failures and learning from them, they can be the greatest stepping stones to success, because there's really no such thing as like actually failing unless you give up and don't try again. That's when you actually fail. So if something's not going right for you, really just like be okay with that, troubleshoot and try again. It's also really great for building integrity. If you are still showing up after things not going well for you, and by that, and like this, all of these steps sort of integrate. So, you know, if you're sharing something that's happened to you in your life that's like, you know, not so great, it's showing that you have integrity when you say like, this happened, but I'm gonna keep on going. Even if you're in the thick of things, they want to hear that things are gonna be okay. It shows that you're honest, you're vulnerable, you're authentic, and you have integrity. I feel like Rachel Green in that one episode that shows courage and integrity. And courage again.
There you go. You got courage, you got integrity, you got courage again, and not litigious.
But you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know what I mean. Like, I think it's important to know that you literally can shape the kind of creator that you are. You don't have to, firstly, like we already established, you don't have to be like everyone else, but you can create you. You know what I mean? You can create your personal brand, you can create you however you want, like the dream you. The world is your oyster. It's so exciting. The last step before the sun literally attacks me, I'm like inching away. Step 8 is to really embody the creator that you're wanting to be. Basically like faking it till you make it, but like you're not faking it. Act as if you are already that like 100k creator in your mind. That's really important. You can be doing all the right things, but if you truly don't believe that you're going to make it, like if you don't believe you're gonna make it, then you're not gonna make it. And the only way you're gonna believe that you can make it is if you start pretending and acting as if you've already made it. Because that's how things happen. That's how transitions happen. You transition from where you are to where you want to be by literally becoming that. Start implementing that kind of work ethic now and self-belief and confidence now, then you will absolutely get there really, really soon. So those are my 8 steps to building your unique and authentic personal brand. I feel like this is something people really don't talk about enough. I love personal brand, if you can't tell, like personal branding, and I love implementing it in my day-to-day life. So not just for content work, but like I said, it's also your offline presence as well. So who you are as a person. Like imagine you step out of your house and you are like your dream self, and you emulate this like beautiful, confident, glowy energy because you've decided that's who you're going to be. You've created that person. You've become that person. Like that's really exciting to me. Like you can create that online, but you can also create that offline and be that girl that everyone just wants to be friends with and wants to get to know and wants to like hone in on and like wants to follow online. It's just so exciting. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful and helpful. I've been wanting to film something like this for a while, being I'm about to graduate with a marketing degree, and I want to put it to use in a way that aligns with me. We'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!